Working harder is not going to make you rich, and it's not even going to make you more money. And what I'm going to be breaking down in this video is how you can actually get rich in 2024 while not working harder. Because the reality is, I speak with so many agents on a day-to-day basis, lots of people I get on calls with and talking about, like we're talking about their plans and we're strategizing how they can make more money, how they can get to 10, 15, even $20,000 per month. And they continue, like the continuous answer that I keep hearing is, if they don't make a change, what's the plan? What are they going to do if they don't have a system and process and like get a mentor? What's that look like? And so a lot of times this is what I'm hearing. I'm just going to work harder. I'm going to make more dials. I'm going to make more sales. And I get confused. You're probably thinking the same thing too. And I'm going to be breaking down why that is not the case, and that will not make you more money. Because when I started working smarter and not harder, I actually started making more money and more profit in my business. So it all goes back to what inputs are going to create the outputs in your business, in your life, and ultimately what's going to get you the ideal outcome that you want. You're probably working 8, 9, maybe 10 hours a day right now. And if you're unhappy with the money that you're making, and say you want to, if we had to double your business, and I asked you, hey, what is your number one plan so that you can double your business in the next 30 days? You can't, the answer isn't, I'm going to work 20 hours now and work more than I am now currently. So it has to be something else. It has to be another way that you can actually make money and make $10, $20, $30,000 per month. There has to be another way, because the reality is you're probably making $300, $400 a day. You're working 8 to 10 hours a day. You're already working 6 to 7 hours or days a week. Or what are you going to do? Just put more time in the day, or how's that going to work? You might be thinking all these things like, how do I actually make more money? Because if the answer isn't working harder and working more and doing more dials, like what, are you going to make 800 dials now, or what's that look like? And I'm genuinely curious. Like I ask people, and that's kind of what their mind goes to. They're already making 300 to 400 dials, and then they're like, I'm going to make 800. But it just makes me think, like, how are there people who have, like, that are making tons of money, that are making $1 million a year, that are even billionaires? Are they working 16 to 20 hours a day, or what's that look like? And the difference that they have, rich people have, that you don't have in your life right now. And when I figured this out, I started making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 per month. When I figured this out, what I'm about to give you here, and I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to give you the raw truth, is that you don't have leverage in your life. The only way that you can make more money, and you're not making the money that you want to be making right now, is because you don't have leverage. Hormozi always talks about it's the difference between the inputs that you put in and the outputs that you get out. I'm going to say that again, like it's your inputs versus outputs. What are you putting in to be able to get more out? Because if you're putting 8 hours in every single day, and you're doing that, say, 6 days a week, you're working almost 50 hours a week, 200 hours a month, and you're only making $5,000 a month, your dollar per hour is not anywhere close where it should be. You might as well go get another job at that point. But the way that you start making more money in profit, money that you can actually go out and spend, money that you can go get the car that you want, that you can travel with, the one that you can pay Airbnbs with, right? How you actually get more profit and more money, cash in the bank, is by creating leverage in your life. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how you can create leverage in your life, and so that you stop working so hard, and you think that working harder is going to solve the problems, but you start thinking smarter. You start thinking like a business owner instead of a worker. So the way that you create leverage in your life is a simple way, is like creating your ideal outcome, right? So say you want to make $10,000 a month. Let's backtrack. How much money do you need to make per week and then per hour? So say, let's make it super simple, easy math. You have to make $2,500 a week, 4 weeks a month on average, and you're doing that 4 weeks a month, so you're making $10,000 a month, right? So $2,500, you need to make $500 a day if you want to work 5 days a week, right? So if you're working 40 hours a week, 5 days a week, and you want to make $2,500 a week so that you make $10,000 a month in profit, you need to make $500 per day in profit. So how does this look? I mean, there's tons of ways that you can break this down so that you actually can make this, but what is your dollar per hour in this example? Say you're working, 10 hours a day, right? And we're working 50 hours just for the sake of the example for super easy math. You're working 50 hours a week, 10 hours a day, 8 to 6. From here, your dollar per hour in profit that you need to be making is $50 per hour. Anything under that, you're delegating. You're having other people do it because you're costing yourself $50 an hour to be doing the things that you want. That's what's costing you. You don't have leverage in your life and your business. So that's what's costing you the money that you should be making in your business and in your life. So what is the fix? First, create flow. What I mean by this is what your marketing does, like get in front of tons of people. When you get in front of tons of people, whether that's running Facebook ads, which I actually help agents with, whether that's buying leads, whatever way you have to create flow so you can be able to speak with tons of people a day, so you can have consistent money coming in. And we're going to talk about profit after that, but you just have to have consistent money coming in so you can actually delegate and hire other people. Because right now, you're probably not making money, so it doesn't make sense to hire an assistant yet because you don't have enough flow for the assistant to actually do. You want them to be on top of it, actually doing stuff. So what do? So $50 an hour, anything under that, you need to get to the spot where you're making $50 an hour. $50 an hour, 10 hours a day, $500 a day, $2,500 a week, $10,000 a month. And I'm being very conservative on these numbers, but how do you make $50 an hour? How do you make $500 a day? Well, super simple. You could spend $300 on ads a day, and an average final expense or term policy is going to pay you $800 to $1,000 in 1 to 3 days after it gets issued. $300 a day on ads, it would make it unreasonable for you not to make $500 a day. It'd be unreasonable. Seriously, you have to be horrible to not be able to do that. So what I would do is create flow. $300 a day on ads would give you 80 to 100 leads per day to speak with, new people coming in and filling out your ads. So from there, even if you have a horrible cost per acquisition and it costs $300 to get your $800 commission check, you made $500 in profit. So from there, you're making $50 an hour in net profit. So once you create that flow and you have all these people coming in, then you hire an assistant. You can hire a VA in the Philippines, in India, and wherever it is. Just get somebody who's pretty good at English, and let me know if you guys want help on how to hire one and what to look for and the processes to actually train one. Because I've had to do this, so drop in the comments if that would be valuable for you. But get an assistant. At that point, $3 to $5, maybe $10 an hour, if that. I pay mine $1,000 a month, and she works 30 to 40 hours a week for me. She's super phenomenal. So if you need help, let me know. Now, once you do that, you're gonna delegate all the tasks that are taking away from you making $50 an hour. So what do I mean by that? What you're gonna do is you're going to offload admin tasks. You're going to give them, you're going to create a spreadsheet of all your pending business that needs to be called every day to the carriers if you have pending business. You're going to have her track your cash flow coming in and track all those metrics. You're going to have them track your ad spend and how many leads are coming in and how many presentations you're doing, and so that you have an end of day report or end of week report, so you're able to actually distinguish what you need to scale and what not to, without having to spend 2 hours just tracking the data. So you're going to have somebody doing your admin work and tracking your data so you know exactly what to scale and how to scale. From there, that should take you from $10,000 to $20,000 per month just simply by doing that. Offloading those tasks, only selling all day. You sell 8 to 10 hours a day. Simplified issue, one call close, super simple. Get tons of leads coming in, call, close. You should be closing 1 to 3 deals per day. This is what I've helped Max, Chase, Austin, Brooke. I've helped tons of agents do this same process. This process took Max from spending $1,000 a week and maybe doing $3,000 to $5,000 to doing $1,000 on ads in 1 week and making $19,000 back. It helped Chase do he's closing $3,000 a day. It seems like at this point, like he's done it 3 days per week. He's almost at $10,000 for the week when before his biggest month was $5,000. This same process has helped Gonzalo go from zero to closing almost $6,000 in a day. Same with Brooke over the phone. So if you implement this process and you actually start doing this, hiring those other people out so that you can actually focus on revenue generating activities and making consistent new money every day. If you close one person a day, you're making $500 a day. If you close two, you're making $1,300 a day, $30,000 a month in profit. This is the simple game of numbers. So if you do that, that simply will alone help you create more leverage in your life so you can make more money. Now, here's another thing. Having a system in place that will help you automate follow-up so you can just be talking to highly qualified people. The thing that you're probably doing right now, and I talk to so many people on a day-to-day basis, this is the reason why I'm so passionate about it, is because people are still setting appointments for final expense and mortgage protection and term. People are still, you're probably still having people meet on Zoom. You don't have leverage in your business. You're spending more time on trying to get them on Zoom than actually presenting them with the product. So what you're going to do to create instant leverage in your life is you're getting rid of appointments and you're one call closing whenever you get them on the phone. You have to have a script and a framework to take them from cold, just knowing you, to actually trusting them with your bank account, social security number. So at the end of the day, you get paid. So once you start using this one call close framework and you're getting leads that actually are good to buy over the phone, from here, you're going to one call close and get the policy issued every single time that you're on the phone with them. So if you have to pivot to another company because something popped up in the MIB, this goes into underwriting. But this will allow you to get more out of your time so you're not spending time wasted on setting appointments that don't show, and you're ultimately just bleeding money because you're setting these appointments and they just no show and they're not interested. You know that feeling that you get when you set an appointment, the person's super interested, they're easy, they have no objections to set the appointment. That appointment comes around and all of a sudden they don't show up. I felt that feeling too. That's how I went $15,000 in debt. And I'm not saying for everything to not do that, but I'm just saying simplified issue, final expense, mortgage protection, term, whole life, whatever it is, simplified issue stuff, one call close, and make sure the deal gets done right away so you get paid, the client gets protected. It's a win-win-win all around. So once you're presenting to clients using the one call close framework and you have the system on the back end, AI chatbots that we've trained, once you have them coming in, you have fresh new leads coming in every day. You put them in the system. They're primed all day. Sometimes you have people calling in. They book an appointments on your calendar. They're responding to text. Once you have all this and you get a local presence that allows you to get 7 times the contact rate than you would before, then this is where you truly have leverage. This is how you get rich selling life insurance, is by automating the follow-up. You're not the call follow-up, but I'm saying the texting follow-up because everybody's on their phone now. Automating the texting follow-up, automating the response times, being able to have all that system in place, having the leads coming in so you're not having to go out and prospect. You're spending a little bit to be able to get a lot back. You present using a one call close framework, so you cut out all the gaps of what you should have done, right? Like setting an appointment, you cut off all that and just you're presenting. So every time you get somebody on the phone, it can lead to a presentation that leads to a close. That is the goal. And just focusing on revenue generating activities. Then on the back end, having an assistant that you pay and you're able to pretty much arbitrage your time. So you're able to buy back that time to be able to go out and make more money. That'll instantly double you, and that's the way you start making $20,000 a month. This is what I did. This is what helped me go from zero to making $45,000 month in and month out. This is how you get rich in 2024, because the reality is working harder is not going to make you wealthy. Having leverage in your life, in your business, is really what's going to push the needle forward. And if you're not where you want to be right now, I can almost guarantee that you don't have leverage in your life. So the question I want to ask is, are you going to work harder after watching this video, or are you going to work smarter and have more leverage and gain that leverage and actually implement this in your life? I got daily videos coming for you guys. Can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And also, if you guys need help, you guys know where to find it in the description down below, where we're helping tons of agents scale their businesses, implement these strategies into their life. And the big question is, how much is not making $20,000 or $30,000 or $50,000 per month costing you? And are you willing to settle for that? It's your choice. At the end of the day, you have one life. Take action, take ownership. You got this. If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram as well, JohnnyNitafan1. The link's going to be in the description down below. Just click it, follow me for more like private stuff, just life in my life, just behind the scenes of life. And can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace.